One moment asleep in their beds, the next one shudders to think. Through this huge pile of rubble, twisted pylons and shattered walls, once an upmarket family apartment block, the search for survivors continues.
Unfortunately, this has been a tragic night. We do have 120 people now accounted for, which is very, very good news. But our unaccounted for number has gone up to 159. In addition, we can tragically report the death count is now 4.
Few expect the glimmers of hope to be anything more than fleeting. 12 stories of concrete concertinaed to the ground. But the few who have been pulled out means there may be more. They work in near silence, alert to the slightest sign of life, but made even more tricky by a shrieking nearby fire alarm.
Every time that we hear a sound, we concentrate in that area, so we send additional teams, utilizing the devices, utilizing K9, utilizing personnel. So as we continue to hear those sounds, we concentrate in those areas.
Above ground and below, firefighters pursue every possible route to find survivors. In the flooded basement car park, at no small risk to their own safety. But with the numbers of dead expected to rise, in the grim jargon of emergency teams, when does rescue become recovery? Buildings just don't collapse the way Champlain Towers South did. What on earth caused it to fail so catastrophically and without warning? It was built in '81 and was due a mandatory 40-year inspection. Local media reported a few residents complained recently of cracking, which others said was nothing unusual. A research paper found the slightly increased rate of localized subsidence was, quote, not that significant. One theory, salt water eroding support beams, but there should have been warning signs. And buildings here are made to withstand the unforgiving Florida climate, including regular hurricanes.
We'll have to figure out why did this happen, and that answer isn't necessarily apparent right now, but it will be identified, and I think that anyone who was affected by this directly wants that answer, but also we need to know, is this a bigger issue or is this something unique to the building?
But for now, dozens of families, at best homeless, at worst grieving or gone forever.